Hey Libra, what's going on? Welcome to your September of 2019 astrology and tarot reading. My name is Jai Gobind. This is your channel for grace. Thank you so much for subscribing. To all the new subscribers, thank you for hitting the notification bell and also giving this video a thumbs up. Today we are going to go over 7 major astrological events that are happening in September and how they are going to be affecting you as a Libra sun and a Libra rising on your chart. And in which houses. So basically which aspects of your life are going to be affected by these major events. And I did an entire video on this. I called it the September 2019 astrological forecast. So make sure you check that video out because you get to look at a lot closer detail of these aspects. And I actually show you the charts and I go through all the transits. Once we go over your astrology for the month, I'm also going to do a tarot reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So stay tuned for that right after we go through these events. So let's get started. So the very first event, well, first of all, September is going to be a very powerful month. For those of you that have birthdays from the 23rd of September until the end of September, happy birthday. And we are moving into Libra season and we are going to have a fall equinox. So that's going to be a very exciting time for all Libras. And we do have the planets beginning to transition into this Libra energy. So that's going to be exciting for you guys. But on the first, we have a conjunction between the Sun and Mars. And this conjunction is going to bring a lot of drive, a lot of powerful energy into your life. It's going to make you feel like you want to pursue your goals very strongly. And this is happening in your 12th house of the subconscious mind, intuition, psychic abilities. So you're going to feel this drive to kind of dive into the subconscious mind and dive into your intuition and try to figure out where in your life are you maybe not seeing things that are underneath the surface. You're going to want to figure that out this month. On the 3rd, also in your 12th house, is the conjunction between Sun, Mercury, Mars, and also Venus is kind of getting pulled into the equation. So we add to this conversation of drive and power and ambition to want to move forward with our lives, and we add this element of being able to think very clearly. And this is all happening in the energy of Virgo in your 12th house, which is going to be wanting to do things right, wanting to get organized about stuff. And for you, it'll be about your intuition, diving deep into the subconscious mind, the underworld, I guess you could call it. We have a full moon in Pisces this month as well on the 13th or 14th, depending on where you are in the world. And that's happening in your 6th house of work, which is pretty powerful. The full moon itself is going to be a very loving full moon, although there are many, many aspects happening. The moon is making aspects to this Sun, Mercury, Mars, and Venus conjunction. It's making aspects to Jupiter, to Uranus, to Neptune. It's actually going to be conjunct in Neptune in Pisces, which is your 6th house of work, and also trining the North Node. So I will be doing a whole video on this, so just stay tuned for that. But know that for now, full moons are emotional times. They bring stuff up to the surface. And I see a connection between these opposite houses that the month starts for you in this realm of kind of the underworld. And it really gets heightened on the 13th and 14th with the full moon in Pisces in your 6th house of work. So work and the subconscious mind, there's a relationship between the two. There might be something that you're going to discover that is kind of hidden. It has this energy of being hidden while your drive is kind of pushing you in that direction to find out those answers. And then the revelation will come during the full moon. And that will be a really beautiful opening for you. It'll be a very heart-opening experience for you to be able to discover what it is that maybe you want to do for work, or how you want to focus a little bit more in the realm of work. Mercury and Venus are moving into Libra on the 14th, basically 9 hours after the full moon, pretty much like in the same day, kind of. And this is a beautiful conjunction that's happening at 0 degrees. This will be happening in your first house, which is about self and identity. And so your desire to want to communicate, to want to collaborate with people, to want to open up to relationships is going to really hit home for you. And these are the first two planets that move into Libra, so they're going to activate a very like homey energy for you. It's going to feel like, I finally feel a little bit of me coming through the planets in the universe, in the stars. And you're going to feel that drive to express yourself because this is who you are. However, this is going to be making an opposition to Chiron, which is going to be in your 7th house of relationships. Chiron is in Aries, and Chiron is the wounded healer. So it asks us to speaking of the underworld or the subconscious mind, it asks us to go underneath the surface and deal with the things that we haven't dealt with. And this is going to be emotional wounds regarding how we feel like we're not good enough and how we feel wounded in our ability to communicate, because Mercury is communication, Venus is relationships, but the Venus in relationship in Libra is going to feel like so good for you. You're going to feel like, I can be myself now. You're going to want to probably talk a lot more because Mercury is going to be there, and you're going to be like, yeah, I'm going to be myself, and I'm going to express myself, and I'm going to communicate, with people that I have relationships with. And there might be a lot of healing in that realm of relationships for you, like a lot, because the 1st house is you and the 7th house is the people out there, the people that you relate to, so your relationships, and they're going to be having this very intense healing going on. In fact, you might even be able to communicate all of those things in your life that you've been wanting to communicate to people in your life that you have relationships with, but it's been difficult to do. Chiron will bring it out and will paint this like healing over all of it, which will be it can be really powerful. It can be also really scary. So just know that we're all kind of going through this process this month. The moon will be conjuncting Uranus in Taurus, which is in your 8th house of death, sex, and money. And that will be trining or quincunxing Mercury, which will be in your 1st house of self. And what this is going to be is a conversation between the mind, the emotions, and Uranus. Uranus brings into any kind of equation or conversation with other planets this need to change things up, to make things different, to transform the world. And in essence, it will be asking all of us to change how we think and change how we feel, almost like revolutionize how you think and how you feel. And this is going to be how you think about yourself, because it's in Libra, and then how you feel about home, because the moon is going to be in or how you feel about your finances. The moon is actually going to be in Taurus, so it's an interesting combination for you, but just go with the flow. Let those innovative ideas flow through you at this time. Saturn will be going direct on the 18th, and that's happening in your 4th house of the home. So this is cool because as a Libra, you relationships are your thing. And so Saturn going direct in your home life is going to get a little bit of like a very powerful shift or push forward, because Saturn direct, it means it's go time. Our ambition gets turned on, our self-discipline gets turned on, our determination gets turned on, and because this is in your 4th house, this is home for you. This is where this change is going to be happening. However, on the 22nd, it will oppose the moon in Cancer, which will be in your 10th house of career. And you might be feeling insecure feelings of the fact that maybe you don't feel like you have the career that you want. Maybe you don't feel like you're good enough. But the way to get over this little hump that happens is to remember that you are good enough, to stay positive during this time, and to connect to who you truly are and what are your gifts and what can you share with the world. And the next day we go into the fall. The fall equinox comes, the sun moves into Libra, you know, your home sign. If you have a birthday on the 23rd, happy birthday. And this is an inner journey as well. It is about relationships, and it is about, you know, expressing yourself within relationships, but it's also an inner journey because the fall is the end of the summer and we switch energies and we go into sort of an inward journey. This is where we start to let go and release of anything that doesn't serve us. And we end the month with a new moon in Libra. So in your sign, setting new beginnings, setting new intentions, all of this Libra energy happening in your first house of who you are, your identity. So it'll be a powerful month for you to start to really think about yourself and how you can activate the things in your life that really matter to you, heal the wounds that need to be healed within your relationship realm, and then move forward in life with like a different energy, more vibrant energy. Let's do a tarot reading for you guys to see what the cards want to add to this message. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, and teachers for being here with us today. Thank you for clearing the energy of the cards that I'm going to be using, as well as my energy, so that I can be that open channel of wisdom and messages to flow through to you, my beautiful Libra family. So we'll be pulling 5 cards: an intuition card, challenge card, overall theme, and wisdom from the ancestors. First card you get is the 3 of Cups. Just going to keep pulling them out. The Temperance card, the King of Cups, one more for Libra. And this is the wisdom from your ancestors card. What's the wisdom from the ancestors for Libra? Oh, wow. Wow, 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 you guys. This is incredible. Okay. I'm a little bit shocked at what just came out, but I will show you the cards once I pull them all out, and we can go over in detail what's going on over here, because this is pretty powerful. And that one wanted to come out really fast. So the golden egg. This reading is actually very different than all the other readings I've been doing. So we start with the 3 of Cups. This is a celebratory energy. This is a month for you to celebrate and feel good, spend with like people that you love. This is about community for you. This is about finding balance. This is about friendships, also being social. I would say definitely a month for you to be social. Even though we're going to be going through all of these kind of intense emotional shifts, it is a month for you to feel good. You're going to be finding a lot of balance in your life. The Temperance card is about finding balance. There is this energy of up here, fire, and down here, the water, right? So there's the merging of the sacred divine masculine and the sacred divine feminine. And you have this sort of mixture of both that makes the combination really, really beautiful. You'll be doing a lot of healing as well with the heart chakra. And the rainbow points to, this really points to Chiron, because Chiron is the rainbow bridge between the inner and outer planets. And Chiron, because this is happening in your first house, that opposition to Chiron, and Chiron really asks us to like open up and reveal ourselves from the inside out. There's going to be this intense pull for you to heal yourself from the inside out. And it definitely has to do with relationships, because literally look at what came out. The King and the Queen of Cups, you guys. So this is emotional mastery. This is a divine couple. This could be soulmates. This could even be a twin flame couple. I don't know what's going on in your life, but somehow there's a relationship here that's being presented to you. And there's healing. There's a healing of a very powerful relationship, and this is definitely like a match. They're a match, right? It's like the king and the queen. So, and in cup energy, which is emotions, it's water, it's a lot of healing. I don't know if you see the dolphins in the Queen of Cups card, and there's this energy of mastering the emotions. So as you learn to balance yourself, to balance the masculine and the feminine, this could also mean that there's going to be a very strong balance between the masculine and the feminine energies within you. And it might not necessarily present itself as an outward expression of another person in your life, although I do kind of feel that energy, but it could possibly mean if you're not in a relationship that you might be healing a lot, you're doing a lot of inner work in regards to your own divine masculine and your own divine feminine. This is a merging of energies. This is a match of energies, and it is healing emotional wounds. And the card that you got is the golden egg from the animal spirit. And the golden egg is about the heart chakra. This is beautiful. It's an opening of the heart chakra. It's a moment where you drop into the heart space and you finally see all the beauty that lies in there within that heart space. So I'm really excited for you guys for this month. You're going to be doing a lot of healing in the realm of your emotional body and your heart chakra. If you have rose quartz, just came to me. So if you don't have rose quartz, have some rose quartz with you and really let this be a flow, because you're literally in the energy of water with this reading. You're really in the energy of water and finding balance between the two. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this reading resonated with you. I will be doing videos during the month for the new moon and full moons separately, so make sure to tune in for those. Thank you guys for subscribing and to all the new subscribers, and I will see you again next month for your astrology and tarot reading. Sat Nam.